So, as you know, I'm like, hi, welcome back. As you know, I'm like obsessed with cold cases. So, I'm just going to talk about, I guess, some of like the cold case stuff that constantly plagues my mind. And there's like, in a lot of cases, it's like a repetitive loop because a lot of these cases that I'm obsessed with, like, just constantly, like, I go over like the details and stuff, and they don't really make sense. My cat wanted to make an appearance. Me. But yeah, so and also I've been watching these old cases like the classic case Scott Peterson, Casey Anthony, blah blah blah, and I can't help but think what was so special about Casey and OJ, because those are the two that with overwhelming circumstantial evidence as well as actual evidence, they should have been put away. So I don't know. It's really crazy. And another thing about Casey Anthony that I can't believe after like rewatching it, because I knew like the majority of it, but I totally didn't realize how much the mom like started retracting things that she had said in the past and kind of like changing up her story and talking in like almost it seems like code. That's what they say like on the jail conversations. Anyways, it's fucking crazy. So, oh my gosh, I'm two-tone Tina. Do you see this shit? From like running and working out outside. Oh my god. Anyways, it's a James Charles comment because the last video he just posted on YouTube, he was the makeup guru, James Charles. His makeup didn't blend well. Anyways, so back to cold cases. So that is crazy to me that Casey Anthony is out free because in my opinion and again these are all alleged, these are just my opinions, and I'm allowed to have an opinion based on free speech, blah blah blah, First Amendment, but I totally think she killed her kid. I mean, it's so fucking obvious, and it's really sad too. And I thought the saddest thing, and again, it's like after watching a case so many times, or like knowing all of like the facts, you start to, as you get older, you start to like piece together things more and also see a motive more and blah blah blah. But where I'm going with this was, well, the saddest thing is that these fratty guys that were like 20 and she was like 24 or whatever, and she obviously got rid of her because she just felt like it was like a baggage, which is crazy because it means that also segue to another thought. It means that she couldn't even last without the grandparents taking care of that kid for more than a month, which is fucking pathetic. Pathetic. I'm talking about you, Casey Anthony. You're fucking pathetic. I don't care if you're free. Defamation of character, my ass. Your entire existence is defamation of character. But anyways, right, she didn't do it. Hot body. Miss Hot Body. Oh my god. Anyways, I can't even with that woman. But anyways, yeah, so she's the only one that I can really, besides OJ, obviously. We know that he totally hammed it up for his way of getting out of things. But yeah, they both like, I just can't believe the mom like started covering her ass. I mean, it says something really right there. That's so fucked up. I mean, if I knew my daughter, and again, I don't have kids yet, so it's hard to say, but my mom's loyalty, for example, like with my brother who is passed away from drugs, rest in peace. She always was not enabling him, but she was always like kind of covering for him and always like giving him the benefit of the doubt and stuff. And it's like sometimes I think it's just harmful. Like seriously, cut that shit. It obviously made her a monster. You're constant like covering for her pathologically lying, and that's obviously something right there that needs to be looked at. That's like part of like usually a behavioral disorder. So I mean, pathological liars. Anytime I've actually come across a pathological liar, I get the fuck away from them. Like, they don't even realize, but they've been literally cut off, like, the moment I catch them in, like, multiple lies. And then they, like, literally lie to my face about the lies. If you lie to my face about a lie, we're done. Like, there's no hope in saving you. Anyways, going back to the cold cases, another one that I'm, like, always thinking about is the Maura Murray one. Sorry, I'm all over the place, but it's how my brain works. It's like ping pong. But the Maura Murray one, it like plagues me more than anything because no one has like told me anything about them doing the search for the grounds. Like, I mean, unless I haven't, like, kept up on my podcast in reference to her, no one's talked about the ground search they're going to conduct in May, which makes me wonder if they even did it. And I really hope they did it, because I don't have the money to go out there. I don't have the time to go out there. I have obligations out here in the Pacific Northwest. I'm not, like, even a, investigator, although I've always wanted to do something like that. I've always wanted to be Carmen Sandiego / Nancy Drew ever since I was little, but I've just always been a curious cat. Curious by nature. And so the fact that case is unsolved, the fact that there are so many witnesses, the fact that there's so many weird inconsistencies. I literally know that case back and forth. I learn something new about that case all the time. And what's really fucking sad, and I say fucking because I want to emphasize this. Sorry if you don't like the curse words, but I think that I don't even want to say it because it's really sad. And it gave me chills in a bad way. And and they always say don't put that out into the universe, blah, blah, blah. But when I found out, and this is really weird, okay, so the entire time of this whole case, and look this up, it's Maura Murray, Missing Maura Murray, the podcast about it. Maura Murray hasn't disappeared. Maura Murray, oh my gosh, it sounds like I'm evoking the spirit, careful. So, and rest her soul, if she isn't with us, but when I found out that she crashed her car, okay, so I've known this whole time, this case has been around since 2004. I've known this whole time, right, that she had multiple alcohol-related, possibly, more than likely, not wasted, but buzzed, related accidents in the matter of a few, I thought weeks. I've known this case forever. I had no idea until literally probably a month ago, after rewatching all of these different takes on the set of things that we only know and the little circumstantial evidence we have of what kind of possibly happened. Try to string it together. And when I found out that she crashed 2 cars in 2 days, and again, I'm really sad. I'm not trying to milk this for the camera, because I literally have chills. It makes me think that maybe when you're manic, possibly, and again, that's allegedly, none of this is confirmed, but it sounds like she was in a manic state when she was doing these thoughts or conducting this behavior. And that is a heightened risk of doing things that end up causing you to get in trouble and put yourself in a really bad circumstance where you're prone, susceptible to bad things. So there's only 2 options in my mind. Again, creepy person, opportunity, or after I found out that she crashed 2 cars in 2 days, I was like, maybe she really did just end it. That might have been, I'm paraphrasing what one of the psychologists said, it might have been the straw that broke the camel's back. Because I've had low moments in my life where I'm happy things didn't get worse. Because I'm not saying and I'm not pro-suicide, I'm just saying I'm human, and there are times when you feel so low, and you're if another blow happens to me, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. You know what I mean? You're I don't know how much more I can carry. So it just makes me, either way, unfortunately, I think the outcome is bad. But I only, at this point now, looking at the case for so many years, almost a decade it seems probably I've been looking at this case, I can only come up with 2 things, and that's either someone or she. Either way, I don't think she's with us. And, yep. Anyways, to end on a better note, I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. And again, the reason I also make these videos is because I want people to be aware of their surroundings, because it can definitely save your life. Always trust your gut, and stay safe. Bye.